Okay, welcome back. We are starting, hopefully, another video. Hopefully I did this right. So there are several other worlds. There's either the city or the hub. I did finish all of the city. Woo! I did not finish all of the hub. As you can see, all of these blank spots are all worlds I didn't get to. But now we're going to look at some of these other things on the side of it here. So this, again, is where you kind of, usually they dump you into this space. Where was that one that I could get all sorts of gold for? I want to grab that before I lose it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this deal with the vouchers that I've earned. No idea how many vouchers it's going to take. Don't really care. I want the 6.34 trillion. Because I'm going to have fun with my last few hours of the game. I already have that guy. Don't need him. You can say I already have 7,000 chips. You only need like maybe 500 to get a character completely leveled up with 5 stars. I don't need that either. The friend stamina, all that other shenanigans. It'll be kind of fun to see if I can get closer. I won't actually get to my 35k to get to level 13, but oh well. I'm going to go ahead and use a voucher. Yay! And now it's 6 trillion. Woohoo! Oh, well, look at all the rewards dispersed. Fun. So this is where they usually have the contests. And there's either a contest pending or a contest, a current contest going. So this is the first time I've seen this. You know, there's like a few hour usually layover in between contests where you'll see this board. But this is all there is now because there's no new contest starting. And this kind of shows which characters got to which points, I think this was a guild one. And then these are the players that got certain level of points, but this is the battle pass. This is a new part to the game that I never really participated in, except I did now because I got to buy out without actually paying money for it. Normally they'll have other specials or other events that would also kind of line up on the sides here. Then over here we've got heroes, items, mailbox, medals, quests, and events. Events is the same button here. I don't know why they doubled it up, but they did. Let's start with the mailbox because I'm curious what's in there. Ooh, this is from the purchase I just made. These are from the guild. These are from the mercenaries I listed that no one hired. Oh. So these are all the rewards I got from last time. Okay. Yeah, I guess I didn't claim it. I'm going to go ahead and dismiss it. I was defeated. Not surprised. The guild split, I don't understand what the point of that was. Because I'm a VIP, I get bonus for every purchase I make, even though I didn't actually use money anymore. But you get a bonus for the shenanigans there. So that's the mailbox. It's going to have anything that's new. Then you have the medals. This is all the things I've accomplished. Now the annoying thing is it shows you all the things you didn't do, but it does not let you see all the things you did do. So I'm like, well, thank you for showing me only my failures and not any of the things I actually accomplished. Great. That makes me feel great inside. These are the daily quests. And I've already completed a few of them. Huzzah. So we're going to go ahead and just go and collect these. I've enhanced a badge. We did the Surge Protector. We went to the Neighborhood Watch. So they require you to do like 1 or 2 of each of these things. I did 3 runs because I failed a few times making that last video. So huzzah. The ports, the treasures, and there's a lot of them, and you just get... They list what you get for each, quest you accomplish. On the other side of the quest is the battle pass that we saw earlier. Then, so we've seen these ones. The items, you have the crates, which are things you can open. I'm going to just open one crate because this one is for the collectibles that I showed you before in the previous video. So all of that's going to just be that. I opened all the diamond crates I had because I was trying to get the last few characters I needed. I will show you that later. Then you have consumables. And different things do different items do different things. This raises a hero's level. This allows you to continue to run more quests in the main, golly gee, what is it called? Hold on. Campaign. That is sad. I could not remember that word. These are all the trophies that my guild won. So we won a lot of trophies. Large, we won one. Extra large. We did not win any of the extra large, but we were a pretty decent guild. Like I said, we were ranked 120. In our 101 was the highest we ever got, but usually we were in the range of like 120. And some of my big dogs got poached. Poached is the word, not scalped. And again, different items do different things. This one allows me to restart the ports. So I can, actually this changes it so the shop refreshes so I can buy anything I want at that shop anyway. These are all the extra chips. So like I said, you usually only need about 500 chips for one person. Do you see how many ridiculous amounts I've gotten trying to level up a few characters? Because you have no control over what chips you're going to get, unless you do like a purchase like you saw me do a little while ago. You just get whatever chip. It's all a gamble, which kind of is a little sad, but it's part of what it is. Sorry, I keep hitting my phone. So consumables. There's a lot of characters, so there's a lot of these. That gives you a little preview of how many characters there are. Then there's the skill chips. That's a whole nother shenanigans. And then you have, these are the badges. This is how your characters will level up. You have to collect the badges so they can level up. Some of them are really hard to get. Some of them are super easy. And you have so many, you're like, what am I going to do with these? You used to be able to sell them. Oh, you still can. Great. So I don't know why I would sell them at this point, but maybe just for revenge. Not sure. And badges. Oh, we don't need no more stinking badges. If you know the reference for that movie, you are an educated individual, and I am proud of you for watching old movies. That is actually a line in an old movie. And that is the accent that the actor spoke it in. These are more random stuff, and these I think are really fun. So some of the characters have additional costumes, and you have to earn the threads so the costume can be made. I'll show you some, and these are the characters that all have an additional costume. I'll show you what kind of costumes we're talking. Some of them are legit, like you get to see Elsa's 2 different dresses from the 2 different movies, and then some of them are really dumb where it's like, okay, you get to see Max wearing a yellow shirt instead of a red one. Woo! How exciting. It's not exciting. It's very lame. This is one that I think is cool. They're emojis. And they have different characters, have different kind of emojis. You have to work hard for them. They are not easy to get. And yeah, these are all the different emojis. The different characters I will show you in another video that they have. The character has an emoji, and then there's like a whole set of emojis for the character. I never really utilized these the way I should have. This is one of those things I told you I kind of was a failure at. But, you know, I'm still a good person. These are all the purchase vouchers I've gotten. So, not bad. And I'm not sure I can buy more, but hey, we're going to try. These are all the tokens. These are what you use in the shops. And the different tokens come from different, again, these are other parts of the game. I didn't fully figure out how to utilize them. These are like all have to do with their class, as you can kind of tell based on just the pictures. But I was never very good at that kind of thing. I do play D&D, but I am, yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. And then these are some sort of module thing. Don't really understand that either. So for showing you the characters themselves, like if I close that, that makes that go away, that if in case anyone was wondering. And then over here we have, this is where all the conversations happen. And these are all the people. This is the global, and these are all the people saying goodbye internationally. So it's, yeah, there's a lot of, I don't usually watch the global because first off it moves too fast, and second off, it's chaos. No one has any sense of responsibility of their actions at all. So I'm going to show you just the general setup here and all the little functions of one character. I'm going to make another video where I actually show you each of the characters because they each kind of have a cool set of moves. So we're going to choose Ron because Ron is clearly, he is the strongest character I own and my absolute favorite. His power level is 95.45 billion. The next strongest character is 6.45 billion. Can you tell I like him the most? Yes. So there's different options here on the side before we go in there. You can sort the characters. So we're going to sort them by power. Ron still stays at the top. You can flip it so then the weakest characters are going to show up. Like he's 1,802. Obviously. I don't really care. And you can have it sort by how many stars they have. Oops, not their armor. I don't know, just shenanigans. So, level, name, patch, power, rank, release date, position, stars, reality, don't know what that even means, HP max, basic damage, skill power. I'm kind of curious for the release date. Let's flip that. So when you originally got the game, you started with, these were some of the first characters out. Like I said in a previous video, my first character was Nick Wilde because I had this promotional link that I followed shenanigans to do a beta testing. So I actually started with Nick as my first character, and then I had to earn Ralph. Ralph's the one you usually start with. So that's cool. So you can sort them. We're going to go back to power because I can. You can do a few different views. You can either do this view where it's just the icon of the character. I might do that when we're scrolling through to just see which characters are in here. I've never actually used this button because I'm scared of it. You can do a mass level up where you go through and you level up all these characters at one time to a certain level. We're not going to do that right now, but that does sound fun. Or do you guys want to do that? Maybe we want to do that. This helps you search through the characters because there's a lot of them. And then you can filter out the characters based on different stats. You know, like, do they have skills? Is there gear? You know, which team are they on? To help you really utilize a lot of, oh, cool, I didn't know this one, the franchise. So you can have it filter via which franchise it is. That gives you, let's see. Oh, there's Aladdin, Alice in Wonderland, American Dragon, Amphibia. I love that show. The Aristocats, Atlantis, A Bug's Life, Goofy Movie, Beauty and the Beast, Big Hero 6, Cars, Bolt, Chicken Little, Chip and Dale, Cinderella, Coco, 101 Dalmatians, Darkwing Duck. That bothers me. That should be at the top. I don't like that they alphabetized it by the first word, not the numbers. Anyway, DuckTales, Elemental, Emperor's New Groove, Encanto, Fantasia, Finding Nemo, Frozen. You know what? I'm not going to read all these, but I mean, it's actually really impressive. All of the different characters they have. I find it interesting. Pirates of the Caribbean, Jack Sparrow was one of the first characters they released within the first year. And they finally this year started releasing like 2 or 3 more characters for the series. But it is kind of funny. Raya, Toy Story, Zootopia. So yeah, you can filter it out by that. That's cool. And all these other stats, patches. Filtering is intense, apparently. I'm going to go back here because we're going to... I like this because then I can see immediately who has the badges to level up. Like, I couldn't level these ones up last night because I didn't have the cash to support the level up. Let's go ahead and see, we're going to level up Max here. So I'm going to power promote him. He can only go up 1 level. Go, Max! Woo! So Max is now level, he's an Emerald 9. Sometimes the way they level the naming conventions is... And these are not max levels according to, you know, the rest of the game. These are kind of subpar, honestly. Let's go ahead and level up Jack Sparrow since he's one of our oldies but a goodies. So I'm going to power promote. And he's going to go from yellow 17 to emerald. And you can see I can go ahead and drag this along the scale here. And we're going to raise him 23 ranks. And it's going to cost me 42.7 billion. And we don't care because we're just spending money because it's all going to disappear. Wow, I feel a little crazy, but it's fun. And see now his power level is 70.35. Now we're going to go back up. Yeah, I got to create. They're fun, but they're also annoying at the same time. So the reason why Ron is only level Emerald 9. Luisa is also level 9. Why is Ron so much more powerful? Well, I'll tell you why. So you have your stars. Once that's maxed out, nothing more you can do. You can max their levels. This level is based on your power level as a player. So as a player, my level is 565. So that means my characters can level up to 565. They have the skill tags here. That's just summary stuff. So you have your items. These are the things that you want to actually, these are the badges you go and you earn. And you get those in, golly gee, I can't remember the name of it again. Campaign. You get those in the campaign. That's how you get these. You can buy them in the shops. There's a lot of different ways to get them. They're the battle badges. Now these are things, they used to have this thing in the missions, but they're in the trials, sorry, not missions, but they're gone now, where you could, see, they used to have one and he's gone. That's interesting. I still have 20 or 40,000 crates I could open if I wanted to raise his level and get it to 41 just to see what would happen. But yeah, there's patches. I don't actually know what the patches do because I can't raise it higher because you have to have a certain number of people that have that level patch before everyone can level up to the next patch, which is just too much math and etc. So I've never done that, but he's as high as I can get them, and he has all the mods, which this relates to that one that I like the best, the Alien Raid, I think. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called, but in the previous video, the one aspect of the game I enjoyed the most, this relates directly to that. That's where you earn these. Now, skills are things that they have, and these, I have completely maxed out all of his skills, including these bonus skills that he can only earn after you have earned your character, and then you have to pay 65 of these. They're like the chips. You have to pay 65 chips and however many of the skill chips in order to raise their level. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do that because why not? So I just made his level higher. Now Ron has probably the highest level. See how it increases his stats and stuff? I hope you can read these. Sorry if you can't. Etc. That is why, because I every now and then just hit the max button to keep Ron at the highest power. Now he's not technically the strongest because sometimes his class combats with what other things are going on, but I don't care. This is the friend campaign. So the friend campaign, this is where this comes in handy. The missions. This comes in handy for those, and I'm sorry, it's trials, not Johnny. The friend campaigns, this is where the missions comes in handy. Now, I did not finish his campaign, so, you go in here and you have 5 levels for each one, and we're going to do a quick fight because I do not want to watch it. Yeah, I got a victory because Ron is way too powerful. This is old stuff. You see the enemy's power level is 3.4 million. Well, mine is 95.49 billion. So chances I'm going to win are high. You have no control over which characters you get. When they originally released the Friends thing, you were at the lower levels, you had one companion you could fight with. And as you got through the levels, you'd earn another companion. And then you'd earn another one. By the end, the last 2 stages, you'd have 5 people you're fighting with. They changed that because no one could get past these early levels because they had made them insanely difficult. And you had 2 people, and if you couldn't level them, like even if you leveled them all the way up, you couldn't get them higher. There is a cool function in here to be able to, man, where is it? I wonder where it is. Maybe, oh, there's also, so there's the campaign, there's the wall. The wall is where you can actually go through and read the dialogue from these little story campaigns. So if we wanted to go and read, you know, the conversation that Ron has with Kim, and then you see other characters interjecting that as obviously who they had in their party. So Darkwing Duck, Judy Hopps, and it looks like Joy were all in the party to help Ron and Kim with this campaign. That's kind of fun to see the wall and then go back and watch the conversations. I don't think you can do that with the actual campaign that's part of the storyline. Now this is another place. So you saw the memory thing. This is what those are for. You use them here to level up the characters. You get more stars, you get more levels, etc. I'm at level 32 out of 65. This is at level 100. So you also take these that you've earned, and these are generic. I have 792 million, so I'm going to go ahead and just max him out all the way up to 365. Sorry, number dyslexia. It's going to cost me 6.6 million. Oh no! I wonder what that'll do to Ron's level. That'll be interesting. And you can unequip this one and equip it. So this charm is directly connected to the campaign you had with Kim Possible. There's another disc that I could equip, and this one's at level 1, as you can see. I'm not going to do that because that would dramatically change. Well, actually, let's see what happens. Oh, it only went down by a few billion. So that's kind of interesting. Well, let's go ahead and put that back on. Yeah, not a huge change. So that is the basics of all of the functions of how you deal with your characters. And I should have I didn't know you could heart them. No way. Cool. I'm going to go through and heart all my favorite characters before I make my next video, because then I'll know exactly which ones are my favorites. I do have favorites. It's so true. All right. See you in the next video.